Welcome to Bird Burger, and in this video, we're going to be looking at the craziest wildlife photography editing techniques you've ever seen. Ooh, that looks cool. That is a cool Photoshop right there.
Is that, it looks like a mammoth.
I think it is supposed to be a mammoth. Yeah, like a mammoth that's been just covered in moss and vines.
A seriously woolly mammoth.
Yeah.
He is covered, he's like Swamp Thing.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, some horrible, like, sci-fi nightmare, but it's
Yeah.
cool. Like,
That is so creative. Like talking about what we talked about Friday and then seeing stuff like this, I'm like, man, it's just a different art form, right? Like you wouldn't classify this as wildlife photography, but it is just like stunning and amazing and phenomenal. So nonetheless, any form of art, yeah. Ooh,
whoa.
that's creative.
Dude, yeah, my Photoshop skills are not on that level at all, dude. Like, that is cool.
Working on it, but not there yet. Working on it.
No, yeah, seriously.
Ooh, okay, the dragonfly. That is
I
cool.
almost didn't see that dragonfly at first, dude. That is, he looks pissed at that dragonfly. He's like, yo,
what are you doing in my
why
space,
are you coming up
man?
in my space, dude? Yeah.
Exactly. That is nice, though. I like that a lot. Oh wow, that is a very interesting take.
Wow, I don't. It took me a second, but I realized like that it's like an oil slick on his back almost, but it's like it's the world. It's all the different countries like from around the globe.
Oh my goodness, I didn't even notice that.
You see that?
Yeah, I just noticed it as like a representation of, you know, the ocean and all the creatures swimming through, but I did not see the countries outlined. That is amazing.
That's like the world on his back, and dude, that's heavy, man.
Oh,
And like the little
world-
baby turtle next to it.
Oh, you're blowing my mind right now. World on his back. I didn't even get that metaphor either.
That's powerful.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, dude.
So making
Yeah.
it feel kind of like it's, you know, that moonlight type of edit almost, or something kind of shot at
Yeah.
night, even though it's probably very clearly not. But this is, you know, less Photoshop than it is just knowing how to work Lightroom well or something like that.
Exactly. That's very like moody and very dramatic.
Yeah.
And I like, dude, that specular highlight on the eye that's in the dark there is just like that's cool.
A really good example of a natural or an image that is a wildlife photography image, but edited to feel like it's still pretty natural, but just so much more than what you actually probably
Yeah.
saw in that scenario. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is just really well done. I mean, I like the color that's brought out in the foreground and the background, and then the focus on the eyes is just so good right there. I love that.
Totally. I've become a huge fan of incorporating foreground. That's something that I kind of learned, I don't know, in the past year or two, is just like really putting those foreground elements in to really make the photo interesting, and that is a really good example of it. I like that. Those
Yeah.
colors are fantastic.
This is just a nice
Dude.
image. I don't know if this is
Yeah.
necessarily like, I mean, it's a great edit too, but this is just a phenomenal image.
Yeah, I do. I love puffins, and they're like a bucket list bird
Oh,
for me
yeah.
to go shoot. And I mean, look, that's just so charismatic, and just they're adorable.
I feel like I've seen so many puffin images, but never like a close-up with like the flowers that you have as kind of like bokeh in the background. I really like that about this image. Wow, that is a good edit.
I've always been blown away by like these backlit shots of animals like quarreling. I see it every now and then of like, you know, these are foxes or something like
Yeah.
that. Maybe there's like one that I saw. It's like it's two rabbits fighting. That's just incredible, and like that is so dramatic, and it just really
Yeah, brings out the
like
life.
that's a photo you remember. Like it's just amazing.
Yeah, that is just a phenomenal moment. And I mean, that sunbeam that you get like going through the two of them is just, oh man, incredible. You know, sometimes you see those like high level photography awards, like the Audubon Photography Awards and everything else. And you're like, I don't know if that was like really the grand prize image, but this last year's was, I don't know if you saw the Roadrunner image that took the grand prize award. Oh
did,
my
yeah.
gosh. I was just
Yeah,
dying at that image.
I connected with her on Instagram after that. I was like, yo, that Roadrunner is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this one. I like the way that in the editing, they also, it seemed like they might have brought out kind of the backlight on the ears. That way you can really see the detail in the ears too.
Something about this edit, it's got like this sort of almost like sepia tone to it. It's sort of got like this brownish golden hue, you know? And
Feels classic.
It's kind of muted, right? It feels like this nice, I don't know, traditional sort of classic proper photo. I
Yep.
really like that. That's cool.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, this is really nice. Like feeling like it's kind of like a landscape type shot, but not really at all. But just the
Yeah.
space and that the way they kind of like brought out that background and the vividness of it is good.
The old kingfishers, my nemesis bird, they're so hard to photograph, and they just like every wildlife photographer is just like kingfishers,
Yep.
but they That's a great shot of one. Again, like that composition is really what's making that.
Ooh, okay.
Whoa.
I like that. It's a very like sharp and contrasted type of black and white look, but it looks really nice.
Yeah, that is truly like black and white. There's
Yeah.
like very little tonality to that. It's just kind of it really brings out those stripes and just all those elements of that tiger. That's insane. That's cool.
Black and white editing, man, is like something I feel like I barely tapped into because it's a whole other like ball game as opposed to like
It really
color
is,
editing.
yeah.
Just a funny little image. Man.
Squirrels, man. And that's a really cute image. And again, it kind of has that muted kind of tones going on there in colors. I kind of like that.
These squirrels just crack me out, dude. I wish that we were in, I know they're in like the UK. I forget what other parts of Europe they're in, but like, man, I wish I could go photograph those guys sometime just because they're so funny looking. Ooh, okay.
Wow.
I like this. It really brings
Yeah.
like a temperature palette through the image as you move from like bottom to top, kind of.
No, totally. And I like when people do that, when you kind of have like cool going to warm or warm going to cool like that. I can hear that photo, like all the birds starting to like wake up and come to life. That's a really cool shot.
Ooh, you
Really
can
cool bird
hear
too.
that photo.
I can hear that photo.
that's a good way to put it. I like that. That's just a cute image more than anything.
That really is. Yeah, look at
very,
him.
very good color. Like good job of bringing out that vibrance and that color in the image, though, for sure as well. But that is just adorable.
Love birds.
Yep.
Doing what they do best.
I like this one. Not only is that a very cool angle and moment to capture, but I mean the edit is just gorgeous too. Like it feels very misty in the background. It feels like there's kind of like this layer of, fog or whatever it may be, and they just did a phenomenal job of bringing out that kind of that quality of the image. I love it. You better win something. If not, I'll be sending you a Venmo check for $100 sometime soon.